Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Muhammad Moisar, English H.O.D, Hyderabad. Today, I am going to describe about intermediate first year English. Firstly, I I would like to wish all the best to first year intermediate exam writing students subject English. So in this intermediate syllabus, what that you have here, prose and poetry, and lot of grammatical structures you have here. So you know well that question paper pattern already you got idea. 40 marks actually provided for you writing prose and poetry question answers, and the remaining 60 marks paper totally it is based on grammar. When you come to write, you keep the paper presentation. The paper presentation should be required good. That is a higher standard of communication, higher standard of English phenomena that will be noticed in your written actually scripts. That will be very specially actually corrected by the examiners, and they would go for awarding the marks. If the presentation is nice and thought is nice, creativity is nice, and the time you will get actually all actually full awarding marks. You can have the way. Firstly, when you come to write annotations, questions, how to actually attempt the annotations here. Firstly, the title of the poem title analysis that should be written. You have to give the message, information, and appreciation of the title that what is given. So then you come to give information about the poet. The lines of the poet important. You can write 4 to 6 lines about the poet. Then you come down to write the sceneries. The sceneries what actually described in this actually poem. Like that you come to describe the sceneries. Scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4, like this you should go on describing by giving the reference to context also wherever it is required. Wherever it is required, you have to go for the reference to context. You have to explain all that actually analysis of the poetic actually device, thought, ideas, and the creation, imagination that should be written here. So you have to make that written actually annotation answer at least actually 50 to 20 lines. You have to write that along with all actually covering actually information about the actually author, poet, and plus you can go for the message. And lastly, you should write about the moral. You should have to write about the moral and the learnings. What you got actually learnings actually from this actually title of the poem, and given the information, and what are the actually steps should be taken for the means improvement, that all that things should be written here. Then you come to the prose. When you come to write the prose, actually you have to go for the answers making. You can use actually title information, the prose what is actually asked. You can write that actually information of the title, message, elements. You can write the elements also. You can write that actually the thought what is given about the information about that actually prose analysis, and then come to write actually few lines about the author. Then you can narrate the answer, what question asked. That is there. So you should go like that. By choosing actually answers, you can write. So any actually important actually some important actually all that actually means the some of the poems important, some of the actually prose actually lessons you have to learn. At least you have to learn 60%. You have to learn 60%. If you learn, you can write actually answers of annotations, answers of the questions from prose and poetry. That you can do. You can manage, or you can score more marks also here by attempting all answers. That is also required here. Then you come to see that 60 marks major actually part you have here, the grammar actually, the world of grammar, total the world of grammar. In this grammar, so what the first thing is coming, actually this is the synonyms, actually meanings here, matching actually the words, a column to b column, you have that actually words are given. You have to see and select the words which having the close actually meaning for each word. So you have to go for matching the words here. You can actually get the marks. Then you come to see the grammar. The grammar is actually most important here. The means here synthesis transformation you have here. Synthesis transformation, in that actually what is the presentation, what actual questions are given, direct speeches will be given. The examiner will ask to change it to indirect. So you know the rules of the actually direct indirect speeches. You have to apply that rules and all the things how the actually lecturers in the classroom they have explained to you. Actually experts how they have explained, how they informed, how they transformed. That all things you have to get the ways. Synthesis transformation, that in that you have direct speeches, indirect speeches, active voices, passive voices, degrees of comparison that you have here, and classes of synthesis you have here. Classes of synthesis you have means here by using the words combining the synthesis not only but also no sooner and as soon as, and the number of structures that you have here in this synthesis transformation. And you have that simple sentence, complex sentence, compound sentence also, and number of actually grammatical structures, analysis sentence actual structures are there. So you should actually check that before going to actually write the exam. Today you have the time, you have to go for checking this all analysis structures, how to actually utilize, how to transform, actually how to confirm, how to inform. You get the ways. So these all the structures, formation, information, and transformation, that also required, that you should actually develop the things and you can do actually well in the exam. Then you come to right here, you have prepositions. Prepositions also very easy. You can have the way how that prepositions, the words are used, relative words actually in the sentences, how that relative words are confirmed, actually that are used. You have many exercises you have drilled that will be benefited for you. You can do better here. And apart from this, you have articles also. Article also very easy for that. A and actually this is a singular actual information, and these given for plural information and subject information. All that actually analysis you can have the way to do easily in the exam. You can get actually all marks for that because we have drilled many actually exercises in that board of intermediate actually government has provided actually the book for you, grammar book. In that grammar book also you have already developed the standard. You can write the exam. You can write this all actually grammatical structures better. Apart from that, you have phonetics. Phonetics actually transcriptions you have here. So you can go for the spelling, how to pronounce that words all given, phonetic words, how that they have given, how they have pronounced it, how they have spelled. That also you can take that by using that phonetic. Actually, first of all, you check that phonetic means that all actually symbols. You have to check that symbols of phonetic and utilizing actually ways. You have to check that and you can do that phonetic words. Then you come to write syllables. Syllables also very easy for that. Single syllable, double syllable, triple syllable. Actually, you have means shuffle syllables you have here, and you can do that all the things better. And you have here the way actually do the grammar structures very nice. And correct form of the words, verb form of the words you have here. Fill in the blanks also. Actually choosing the most actually suitable word for most suitable word actually word for the best fits for the blank. That also here you can do the things better here. And you have pie chart also there, transfer information also there. In the transfer information, that what we have here, the pie chart will be given easy. The questions are asked and you can write that answers easily. Or tree diagram will be given, or location, finding location will be given. Any actually roadmap will be given. Any actually the tables will be given. You can do these things all the better, all well. And you have here correction of sentences, correction of errors. How to find the actually correct mistake, actually errors in the sentence. By using actually education mirror, you can find the error. Means you have to check that mistake. Actually, all grammar is applicable here. Finding actually mistakes actually in the sentences, correction of the sentences in that actually mistake actually mistake is there. Actually this punctuation, or mistake is grammar, mistake is actually direct in the speeches, mistake in active specifications. The mistake, where the mistake is hidden, you have to find out. Actually double used words are there, extra words are used there. And means here you can get the ways how that actually should be done. Already you have done in the classroom actually, that how to find the errors, how to remove the errors and write the correct answer. So you have to write you have to write that all the things. You check that agreement of the verb with the subject also. Agreement of the verb with the subject. So that all analysis, how the things actually, the teachers in the classroom, lecturers, experts, how they have explained to you. Just you have to recall and practice. And if you actually have the time in the evening, today up to 11 o'clock, you can practice and wake up early in the 4 o'clock in the morning and practice once again and write, go to the examination hall and pray to God and actually recall the parents and write the exam, recall the teachers, recall the experts, and write the exam well, and you can get actually good and better and best marks in the examination. I hope that you can do. All the best, children. This is Moise sir, wishing you actually all the best for you, your exams.